And of course, you know, it has been going down with Dagi Nice live in studio. And I had to come out to look for the news for you guys because you already know. AKA is in the building and he's going to be right here on air with me. And we're going to be talking about nothing but good music. AKA is an artist all the way from South Africa, for those of you that don't know. And of course, he's going to be telling us about his albums, telling us why he ventured into rapping in particular. And of course, he's dropped brand new videos, numerous videos, and we'll be talking about all that. But don't forget, we are proudly powered by Coca-Cola. And don't forget, I just dropped a post on my social media on Twitter at Cababito_. You can ask, what would you ask, AKA, and drop your question right there. This is She Tracy K, heading back to the break. Back from the break. This is She Tracy K, and of course, like I promised you, on this chilly evening, the man himself, AKA, is live here in Uganda. And right about now, I'd like to jump into the interview and you meet the man himself. AKA, how you doing today?
Good evening to all the viewers. And it's not that chilly, it's a beautiful evening. It's a great, beautiful evening in Kampala. I'm so happy to be here. Yeah. It's my first time, and it's just been a great experience.
It's been a great experience. So why did you decide to do a birthday world tour?
I decided because, you know, I have fans all across the continent, all across the world. Yeah. And for me, I want to share that, you know, I'm not too big on birthdays. Okay. But for me, I realized that a lot of people make it a big deal because they want to share it with me. So I decided that I want to come out here. I'm going to come to Kampala and share my birthday with my fans in East Africa. Yeah. And it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. Tonight we are at Cayenne here in Kampala. And it's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. Are you excited to meet your fans out there? And what should they expect from you actually tonight?
I've actually got the opportunity to walk around a bit, you know, meet a lot of people, learn a couple of words of Luganda. I know Wembele. What does he say? How does he say thank you? Webale.
Webale.
Webale. Webale.
Okay.
Which means thank you. And I learned what hello was, but I can't remember it now. And I've got the opportunity to walk around, meet people, and tonight will be no different. People will just talk to people, you know, solidify relationships for me to come back and do some more music with some artists here. Okay. So, yeah.
What artists have you had over in Uganda, actually? Speaking of artists here.
I don't know his full name, but King was out there. What's King's name? King Sam, right? Yeah. He was out here. He had some of the homies around. We tried to do some music last night, and we'll probably try to do some music in the future. Obviously, I know about Navio from many years back. But this was in 2011 when I started on the Channel O Awards. He was also like around, so I haven't got to see him. I don't know if he's around. Navio, if you're watching, hopefully I can see you at the club tonight.
Tell me about Touch My Blood. I believe it's the last album you've released in 2018.
Yes, yeah? It's my most recent album. I said it was going to be my last album, but I just lied so I could sell CDs. So I lied to everybody just so I could sell CDs.
That's
because
really nice.
Because in South Africa nobody had ever pulled that stunt before.
Yeah.
So I thought, this is a good stunt to pull. So I pulled it, and the album is platinum. Yeah. We're heading well on our way to double platinum now. So great songs like Jiga, which is our brand new single, Fela and Versace, which has done great. And it's just been up and up and up. My next album, I'll try and drop one this year.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me about Jika actually, because I understand Jika was you did an old-fashioned theme. Yeah. Why did you decide to tell a story through your video?
Because I believe that, you know, the concept of age and aging is very relevant when it comes to music, when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. Yeah. So I thought, hey man, you know, I want to make like kind of touch on, you know, a love that stands the test of time. As my music, in my opinion, will stand the test of time. Yeah, it will. You know, in my humble opinion. So I just thought that it would be cool to see me, you know, in a fun, you know, kind of comedic light, but also just to do something different. You know, we see a lot of the same type of videos, a lot of the same type of energy, and I just wanted something that was positive. Yeah.
Okay. Well, as a fan and as a presenter, my favorite song on this album was Me and You. Oh, Tell me about Me and You. Was it written to a specific lady out there?
No, Me and You was basically just a song about kind of tour life at the time, you know. It's what goes on tour and the things like that. But I'm in a stable relationship now, so I don't want to talk about that song.
Ah, you don't want to talk about your relationship. All right,
No,
all right.
I don't mind talking about my relationship. I just mean like this album was written over the period of the last 2 years and a lot of ups and a lot of downs.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the album is so great. That's why Touch My Blood is such a great album, because it kind of covers such a wide spectrum of what I've been through.
Yeah. So tell me about how AKA made it this far, because there's so many young people out there that look up to you and that want to know, what does it take for someone to become like AKA, or even better than AKA?
Well, better than AKA, you might as well just give up now, because it's never going to happen. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. To be successful,
Yeah.
don't be like AKA, or don't be like Navio, or don't be like whoever you might look up to in terms of music. There can only be one. You have to be yourself.
Yeah.
And that is what the world will respect, and what people want to hear. They don't want to hear of another version of somebody else. They want to hear you and your story and what you have to tell. So whatever it is that you decide to do, be yourself when you do it. Because if you fail, at least you can say you failed trying to be yourself. But if you succeed, then you succeed as yourself, which I think is very important.
Well, that's wonderful stuff out there. And I want to know about what countries you've toured before, as you're doing your birthday world tour. I want to know what countries you've been to so far.
So far, we've started at home. This is the second country, so now we're going to Uganda tomorrow night. I will be in Dar es Salaam, in Tanzania, and then we're supposed to also go to Kigali, which is, I think, 2 weeks after. But then I got to go back to South Africa, and then we're supposed to do Dubai. And then we come back to South Africa in April. I think I'll be in Nigeria, Lagos. This year we're going to be all over the place. We're going to go to the States. We're going to go to Los Angeles. We're going to go to London. So, you know, just getting the music out there, representing for Africa, representing for South Africa, and letting people know that, you know, Africa is a global thing. It's a global movement.
Besides, you know, doing your music in your country and touring to other places maybe to let people know that you're doing your music, how have people in South Africa broken the barriers of, I'm singing for my country, you know, we have a thing here in Uganda. Most times the music doesn't cross the borders. It sticks within the country. And it's something I realize about most artists, yeah? Because when you ask an artist from somewhere else, how do you know any artists in Uganda? They actually don't. So how do you guys in South Africa break those barriers? Because there's so many artists down here that we know about from South Africa.
I think that it has a lot to do with really infrastructure of South Africa. I think that we are very fortunate that we have a multitude of media, a big blog culture, big internet culture. You know, we're lucky with multi-choice, you know, in terms of, you know, satellite TV across the continent. So we're very fortunate as South Africans in that regard. But that isn't to say that, you know, you need those things to be known outside your border. To be known outside of the borders of your country, what you need to do is you need to travel. You need to go to those countries. As I'm sitting in Uganda now, I'm sitting in Kampala because I've managed to get some sort of fan base and movement around here. You know, so you need to travel. You need to also make music that isn't just to the specifications of your own country. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to make music with different people from different countries.
Any last remarks out there for your fans?
I want to say thank you, Wembale, to everybody in Uganda, and thank you so much for all the support. You know, it really is very humbling for me to come here and to be treated with such hospitality and such love. And I'll see you guys tonight at Cayenne. Bring your CDs, bring your T-shirts, bring your babies, bring everything, man. I can't wait to see you. Bring your girlfriends. No, I'm just joking. Do not. Yeah, bring your girlfriends, man. Bring your boyfriends, whoever, man. And let's just have a great time.
Awesome. Well, you had it from AKA all the way from South Africa, and he's representing South Africa here in Uganda. We're live at Serena Hotel, and he'll be at Cayenne tonight. So make sure you're there. And he said, bring your T-shirts, bring yourself, bring everything, because it's going to be lit. From me, Tracy K, we love you, and catch up till tomorrow. Fire Friday is going to be lit. I love you.